Bill Belichick on WEEI yesterday talking about issues with the team's offense. It came to a head Thursday night. Man, I wish you were doing the show on Friday. I mean, Peter and I talked about it, but I would have loved to have heard your thoughts about Mike McCorkle-Jones and his F-bombs on the sideline. He actually broke from the Stepford Patriot mode a little bit during his press conference. Other players voicing concerns about the offense. I mean, hey, this grand experiment of Matt Patricia and Joe Judge running the offense, it ain't working, Chris.
No.
And it's too late to do anything about it.
Exactly. It is. You're too far down the road now. I mean, you're fighting for playoff, your playoff life here. You can't make that type of change. There's nobody on the staff that's qualified to do it at this point. It's going to continue to have to be Belichick, Patricia, and Joe Judge figuring this thing out. But, again, I think, it goes back to our point of, I think it was like too loosely just, forgiven that Josh McDaniels wasn't going to be there this year. It's still weird. I mean, yeah, New England's pulled it off to a degree and, of course, been good, but nothing special. The offense still has questions. The whole situation is weird. Why did they not hire an offensive coordinator or somebody that fit that mold? I don't understand that. It's cool to see Mac Jones break out of that mold a little bit. I think he needs to be that. But I understand his frustrations. Their offense it's not good. It lacks creativity. It lacks those plays that we talk about. Just the game plan ability of the good offensive minds in the sport that just know how to, expose what a team's doing. They have a lot of the good basics, but there's none of that McDaniels magic or that ability to go, ooh, they got this team and they know when they're in this formation, they got them playing this and they got all these answers. Ooh, we've never seen that this year. Every week against a good defense has pretty much been a struggle for the Patriots. And, we're starting to hear the other receivers talk about it too. So that's the other thing, too. They're slowly starting to speak out a little that, we got to do better. We got to find more ways to create big plays. They're trying to tell you it's less than right there right now, and it's not going to get fixed now.
It is a strange situation. And, look, there has been tension between Mac Jones and Bill Belichick. It goes back to the Bailey Zappi stuff when Jones thought he was healthy enough to play, and they were going with Zappi. They did that Monday night game where they went back and forth between the two guys. And the underpinnings of it all, the fact that Mac Jones was there last year when it was Josh McDaniels. He saw what it was like, and now he sees what it's like now.
Right.
And he's got a career invested in this. We talk about this all the time. Where a guy gets drafted has a big factor in what he's going to become as an NFL player. And his development is being slowed by the fact that they don't have a true offensive coordinator with the experience and everything else.
Yeah,
Chris.
I think that's the friction there. I think the friction was built in the offseason where Mac Jones saw that there was issues with the offense. He voiced displeasure. I think he was trying to egg them on to be more creative that way. And, yeah, it's a big moment. I mean, certainly, he's in a tough situation. He wants to continue to develop, and you said it right. He saw the way Josh McDaniels did things, and he went, "Whoa, this makes a lot of sense." And wow, everything has logic, and I get it. And now you go to a new play or a new group of guys that are kind of trying to find their way. That's weird. Let alone it's the type of move that Bill Belichick made that makes it seem like he's on the way out the door. And he didn't want to try to break in a new offensive coordinator because I'm going to retire in the next year or two anyways, and I don't want to deal with that. So that's a little weird too. But I got to think we're going to see Billy O'Brien back in New England as soon as the season's over, and that he will be a part of that offensive staff for next year, and hopefully he can help out that situation.
Is that a spitball or is that something firmer?
Well, it's rumorville, football world that I've heard that there's a good chance, or I've heard that there's a good chance that Bill O'Brien could end up there after, Alabama plays their bowl game. That he's a Massachusetts guy, he worked there, and yeah, there's some people I've talked to that believe he's headed there as soon as the college football season's over.
I thought Josh McDaniels could be back in New England by Christmas based on the way things were going in the Raiders.
Not now.
Organization, but that's not happening now. So it better be Billy O. If you're going to get somebody who knows the lay of the land, Billy O more likely than Josh McDaniels. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.